guys, so welcome back to the second case for this week Confirmed from Friday. Today's case we're actually going to Chicago. This case I was actually supposed to cover last week, but for some reason I guess I was trying to dig for more information, but I couldn't really find any. And so of course, you know, sources all down below as to what I could find. And so let's go and get started.
But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, baby, you'll get sick of being the monster out of my head, under my bed. Think you're something out of my nightmares, standing right there. But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, then will you get bored of killing me?
So of course, we're going to start with our killer. At least our killer's mother. Well, our victim's mother, I'm sorry. It's, so on August 1st, 1977, Mila Petrov was born. She would meet it doesn't say when, but she would meet a Carlos Beltran, who was born on November 12th, 1975. The two would marry and have 7 kids. And apparently Mila has like 9 kids, but 7 of them are Carlos. So, yeah. In 1995, Mila had allegedly killed her baby daughter, Anina, from throwing her during an argument, and somehow she was never charged with that death. Yeah, anyway, so that's not the end of the story. That's another child too, sadly. Melanie Alex Beltran was born on February 11th, 2002. On March 15th, 2007, her mother would take a nap while Melanie was to stay in a corner. She got mad after Melanie allegedly threw up on a towel. She then slammed her head against the wall after accusing her of lying. She then had hot sauce and jalapeno peppers shoved down her throat. She was then punched in the head twice and lost consciousness. She will call Carlos, who's her husband by this point. He was at work. And then before calling the police, Mila made the other 6 children, clean up. And so, of course, the police would arrive eventually. And Melanie was taken to the hospital where it was discovered she had 2 black eyes, broken nose, 2nd and 3rd degree burns in the back, shoulders, foot, arms, and cigarette burns. And so she had stripe mark bruisings, which she assumed was from her legs being tied together with a rope or a belt. They were actually from her parents, constantly putting her like in the closet, so I guess it's a form of punishment. She had died the next day after being taken off life support. That same day, Mila gave birth to her 9th child, a son, who was taken into custody after Melanie died. Her siblings would say they all hit Melanie because she touched her things. The burns were obviously a force of punishment for whenever she wet the bed. And so it would later be revealed that she also was forced to have been drinking out the toilet. At trial, Mila's defense would say that Mila was abused as a child and that she singled Melanie out because she was singled out as a child. I guess the defense, for sympathy points, basically tried to throw in that she had not Melanie, but Mila had been raped, beaten, stabbed, and had prostitution done to her growing up. And so then, of course, the jury, wasn't buying it. And so in 2009, she would be sentenced to 39 years in jail for first-degree murder. Her father had been sentenced to 20 years for aggravated battery of a child. So while he may not have caused the death of Melanie, he knew she was getting abused and didn't do anything. So he got charged for that as well. And so then all her siblings went into custody of relatives. Who the relatives is, we don't even know. They're just the relatives. A charity event named Melody's Ball was created by the sheriff to keep her memory alive. In 2010, members of the UIC women's basketball team will create a scholarship in memory of Melody, and a Make-A-Wish Foundation and a canine dog were even named after her. So that would keep her legacy going on, despite this not being a very well-known case. And so, yeah, that was the case of Melanie Beltran. You guys have any more Chicago cases you think I should cover? Definitely let me know. I definitely have a good long list of cases that I'm waiting to cover, but they're not scheduled to come out till almost till next year. So definitely will be getting a lot this time around next year. So yeah, I guess that's it for this video, and I'll see you for the next one. Bye.
So if I play dead, will you regret everything that you did, that you said? I don't think you understand what you're doing, and my heart's